everybody. I'm sorry I haven't been on for a while. Uh, Sunday we did go to our uh, Sunday we went to our luncheon, and it was good. We decided to go to Applebee's, and so that was cool. My appointment on Monday went very well. Um, went very well. Uh, I gained a lot of weight. I have to lose weight for sure, and I still have to. If he hadn't ordered it, I'll order it. Order my new medicine. I could have easily gotten it on Monday, but that's okay. Because I didn't know how long I'd have to wait. Uh, but anyway, it's just my dad and I today. Uh, but anyway, and it's clear and it's already hot. So it's gonna be a scorcher today. Anyway, and I've tried this stuff on and tried some more stuff on, and some of it, others are going to hospice. Uh, but anyway, and we and it went well. And got a chance to talk, and for anybody who's my age or are in their 50s or 60s, probably remember mall walking. Oh, I do miss that. My mom and I would go early just to do that. And go through the stores as well, but mainly. But anyway, and so I do want to get back to my walks again. I've got to. And but any and uh, but but it went well. It was just, and then after 6 weeks after I take my first uh, pill, my first medication, he wants me to get a blood test, and that includes the other blood test because he is worried about my weight, and so am I. And well, sedentary lifestyle doesn't help much, so I do want to work on that, and I do want to get back to my walks, even if it's just flat at first, and then go from there. I do have my walker. I could take my walker, but going downhill, he'll probably want to get away from me. So, um, but anyway, and so if you have any other suggestions on any other exercises or stretches, please let me know. Yes, I did take a shower, much needed one. Um, and also, and yesterday we find we my dad and I kept putting it off and put off. Yesterday we went to the mortuary to have me and I decided to have a simple burial. I mean, nothing too fancy. Showed me a plot and where it is. So that's going to be, it's so pretty. It's so pretty there anyway. And So, um, and so today is a chill day. Tomorrow, once, excuse me, oh, oh, once I go shopping and get groceries, then it will be a chill day. Friday will be a chill day. Um, and then, um, so I do want to, I do what, and I already have two of the three uh, caregivers saying that I could go um, do my thing, do my shopping, like in Target and Michael's when they're here. So that would be cool. And then I could uh, come back and then rest and be with my dad. So that's, and so I'll see what Friday and comes, and who knows, my dad may want to come with me. Um, and do some things because I know he wants to get more fish. But in any case, also it's going to be hot again tomorrow, and it's going to be hot basically until middle of next week, looks like. But it's fine. I'm keeping my door open in case my dad needs me. But other uh, than that, it's just me, him, and um, me and him, and that's it. The fish. But it I feel good, and I feel more healthy than I'd want to be. So I'm gonna try to cut back on some things and then see how that goes. If that goes well, then I can. But I do want to get back to my walking because that was helping, and that one already. Christine said I could do, but I'm not going to do it in a hot heat. No way. Sorry, Charlie, ain't happening. Ain't happening now. So basically, what we're going to be doing is um, Genshin, and then um, and, sometime uh, I'm probably going to be going through the shoes, and I'll be on Kick, and I'll let you know when that would be. Um, I'd like to, I wanted to let you know, I'm still alive, kicking, but this is what's been happening. Okay. And that I'm still alive, just having to go to different, going to different going to different not only places but appointments, and so that's what I'm doing. And there's probably gonna be more. And okay. And there's probably gonna be more. And then, but once I go through my stuff, and I may want to also on Thursday drop off some of my stuff over on the side over here in front of the TV stand. So we'll see. I know I'm tired, right? Okay, which one's this? Lorraine. So we'll do caramel since today's uh, and you know, that's basically got an itchy foot. Oh, come on. Here we go again. I swear. Sorry about that, folks. It happened. It happens. We'll just. I know there's an easier way, but we'll do that. And the wind is probably warm wind, not the cool wind. And so we're, and then I'll take take a rest before I do my PlayStation. And but one, if you guys want me to there it is. One, if you want me to, if you want to do stretches on Genshin too, if you want to wait till later. So, but it's basically me, myself, and I. And yes, I am a little tired. Oh, and I will later. So, Gonna try it again. Sorry about that. And then, okay. Okay. There we are. Okay, we're gonna log into this one here. And so it's basically rest day. And okay, let's see. I'm gonna be saving for Sandroni, but anyway, I don't know about Lohen, but I do love these characters on the side. And if you don't have Benny Boy, he is a great little guy to have. And if he can get his skin after you play him a little bit, it's worth it. And little Jeanlin, I do love her, and I do love her little skin, even though I got it on a couple lantern nights ago. And then little Mika, she, however, Malvika is great to have, especially with her motorcycle. Okay, here, I'm going to get it here. I figure if I get it, fine. If I don't, fine. Hmm. If you don't have these guys, they're fine. Especially, I may do him, I may do her as well when her. I love him. gonna be one of these days. Oh, it's gonna be one of these days. Well, that's fine too. Let's see if I can't get it off though. No, but it's okay. But it's got a little breeze to it. It's just not gonna be a cool breeze. It's already 83 outside, so that means it's gonna be a scorcher. And I'm wearing one of my uh, summer shoes with Velcro. I do like that because then you can adjust them. Like these ones where you can't adjust something. And I guess that's the way I always was, is wear something that either has a tie or like with my sandals, and they're comfortable. And if anybody says they're for beach wear, well, that's their opinion. But hopefully tomorrow I can um, do my thing, and I'm hopefully I can do my thing in the morning and then not have to worry about the afternoon. I can spend the afternoon with my dad and be on my PlayStation. And so uh, and it's been a little warmish, but I did enjoy this weekend and this and actually the past 2 days we've been just lucky this year. So um, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do that one. And so if everybody's doing okay, oh, come on, not that high. There we are. So it's it's going. And I know what next week is. Okay. Okay, let's see what we have here. And see, I'm going to go here. Let's see what all these are. Okay. So Slayer. Anybody up here? Fungian. Come out, come out, come out, my fairly pretties. So, and um, and we'll continue on as much we can, and then I'll, because I do plan to take it easy. So we're uh, oh, all right. I'm tired, but okay. You sure? He's way over there, darling. Sneaky. Okay. Oh, sneaky little devil. You were right the first time. Oh, that sneaky little thing. He was right beside us. You dirty rotten rascal. Oh, this is getting monotonous. Found you. Found you. In other words, two can play at that game. Okay, let's see now.
it for what?
Cool it.
Propagate!
Freeze. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Rain outlines your fate. Nice and spicy.
Hey, she's no wimp. Okay.
Feeling lucky today? Cool it.
Scatter! At the frying pan, into the pot! Spring forth! Ha! Ring cutter!
Don's best. This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze.
Propagate! Boba, get them! No, my sword!
That's close enough. Freeze.
Scatter!
Oh, so sorry.
Let me read you a verse. Nice and spicy.
This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
Scatter! Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Oh, so sorry. I'll be back.
No, my sword.
Yes, Swift Slayer. um, and hopefully you all are doing good. Um,
Happy to oblige.
Freeze.
Nice and spicy. Eat this. Germinate. Witness the power of Gua. Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Don't get frostbite. I'll be back.
Propagate. Rain outlines your fate.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Goma, get them. Blanket. Rain cutter.
Cool it. I'll be back.
no, you won't. So, Okay, it's been a while since I've done any of this. Hmm.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. Now let's see if we have any food. Let's get some food. Okay, I'm gonna have to do the battery before I do this. And then we'll do the thing here, and then we'll go to Inazuma and then to the thing if we have to.
Time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
Okay.
If there's nothing better to do, we could go.
Okay, we have. How did they know that we just got jars of sugar? Okay, so let's do this one here. Let's do this one here, and then we'll do um, the other two sometime else, and then I want to get more done, but okay. Okay, we'll do that Sunday for sure. Okay. It is 1:22, and I did do the dailies and the other thing. Let's see if there's any more. Okay. Um, let's try for Friday and Saturday, because I do think there'll be just uh, those two, it'll be fine. And maybe more likely either Friday afternoon or Monday afternoon, Monday, Tuesday afternoon time frame. I'll be doing my cake, going through the shoes, but I'll let you know which day. But and because tomorrow I usually am a little bit tired, and I know Christina wants to make some spaghetti, but tomorrow is definitely Saturday for me. So, you guys, uh, let me see here how long this is, and then we'll see how long this is. If it gets too long, then I can do my thing. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, okay. We can do this one. Okay. Yeah, I love the
So,
way that she
this is the Temple of
struts.
Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
no. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking. Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well, unless you know of another viable alternative for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kave, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
There he is.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books. Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's they?
Huh? Do people not say that?
I'm afraid not, Kave.
Not in the desert. Friends you can trust, but friends of friends, gotta keep an eye on them. Still, I do trust the Traveler's judgment. I'm sure you're good people.
The sandstorms have calmed down. I take it the Gurubot problem is resolved? What did you find?
I'll be
Ever getting
right
all smarmy with us?
back.
He trapped us there. Luckily, Jet used the mechanism outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Thanks for being there to help them. So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was merely a Harbinger subordinate.
Yeah? Is there something weird about that?
Oh, I got the wrong one. I'll be right back.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced.
Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
He's in the garage. I was just worried about where he was because he wasn't in his chair.
Are you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you with the Blazing Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything. So far, we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists. The only reason I'm inclined to believe it now is because we heard it from the Ibis King Thoth himself at his temple. The tale of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were imprisoned in Aru.
Paimon totally gets that. When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable too. Do you guys still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here. She's dealt with the Ibis King before, so she might know more. Oh, Nefer is a friend we met in Notcry.
Not cry. Funny. She showed up here earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Really? They came here to help out?
Yes, really. It was just before you got back. One of them said she's made Nodcry her home. If she's the person you were talking about, then...
Looks like betting on Aru was the right choice.
See? They're right over there.
Nicole! Nefer!
Why, hello! We're here to help.
Yep.
It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out. No one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Teyvat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Teyvat. It may have been implemented long ago.
Doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
I'm surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging by your tone, I suppose you don't.
Sounds like you don't know much about my past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to, but everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves, wouldn't you say?
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty ultimately is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Is it? Maybe I'm not so good at reading the atmosphere. You're right, Nicole. There's more to me than just hatred. Had it consumed me, I'd be left stuck in the past forever, never living in the present. But I don't think that your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
No. I hope to remember them forever. Those emotions and memories shaped me into the person I am today. They'll always be a part of me.
In that case, would you like to hear my perspective, at least?
Sure. It's not every day you get to hear an angel's opinion.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angel's demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories quickly fade, and the emotions slip away along with them. If Sumeru were destroyed, both rainforest and desert would be no more. With the object of your hatred wiped from existence, it would not take long for the memories buried deep in your heart to slowly fade. Both love and hate are intense emotions, but they are nothing compared to the void left behind when they disappear.
Most sophisticated, Miss Nicole. But anyone focused on the future could only ever applaud the destruction of the things they hate. Still, I'm a special case. Someone once told me that human memory is more selective than a Mora-hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
How much will you need? You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth, are you?
What do you think?
I'll be upfront with you. I don't have much more on me. If that's what you need, I could borrow some from Alice. Or perhaps I could pay in sculptures. The ones I carve are actually worth quite a lot.
Just cover my travel expenses.
Huh? Is that all?
That's all. Given all the people I owe favors to, I can just about justify a trip to Sumeru. Yehoda!
Here, boss. What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Me? I'm in charge? Whoa!
Don't worry, boss. You can count on me.
And that is how the ingenious Angel Nicole brought you the perfect person for the job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
That was far more detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return, especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's Candace up to? I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long. Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru. We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
Just call me Nefer. I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought. I'm Dia, an Eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before. What is it, Kale?
It's you. You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon, and got me to recite that magic prayer.
I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh, well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep, and she's also an amazing sculptor.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the Jinn only when recited by you? I can guide you to the truth, but it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible. I thought we were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
What's wrong with it? Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is, there's no need for me to hide it from my closest friends.
Closest friends? It's so nice to hear that.
All right. In that case, I'll get right to it. Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
I am. When I was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
What? Fascinating. You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
You made Paimon jump! What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the Eternal Oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence. You're more shaken than I thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily lucky. So many people who yearn for this kind of power never attain it, yet you have coexisted with her all this time without even realizing it.
I don't know what to say. I'm glad that I could help everyone with this power, really. But knowing that a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers is inside my body is... it's a strange feeling.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis' Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the Goddess of Flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let our efforts go to waste. But I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes, why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will. Of course, this doesn't mean you have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change. All right, any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Okay. I'm starting to get hungry and it's starting to get to 2. So we'll do that Saturday. And you all take care, and I'll see you, if probably not tomorrow, but Friday and Saturday.